What's going on, guys? Today we're going to try something a little bit different. We are going to try to sell some of our clothing to a buy-sell trade store for the first time ever. We just finished our Whatnot show. Actually, it was our second time running a show with these items. We got a bunch of it cleared out, and now this is the remaining like 30 or so pieces, maybe 40 pieces. We're going to take all of this plus another stack of clothing straight over to a place called Uptown Cheapskate, which is kind of local to us, about 15 minutes away. And we are going to see what they take, what they don't take, how much they pay us for it, and just kind of see what possibilities are available there for us. Let's do it. The stuff that we're going to be taking them from this rack here is going to be some nicer items. This is like some nice wide leg Anthropologie pants in a size 0. So again, I want to know, like, are they, not do they discriminate, but are they selective on sizes? Will they take my size 0s? Will they take all my extra smalls? That would be huge if we can find a place to unload more extra smalls and more smalls. So again, we are going to be taking them just a little bit of everything. We have some, this is like Juicy Couture. This is an Able to Label dress. This is, we've got a Goldie. We've got Paige. We've got Hudson Jeans. We've got Free People. We've got New Tag's Democracy. We've got En Sasson, which is supposed to be a pretty good brand, but again, this is an extra small. We've got Sunday Best, which I know is a good brand, in an extra small. Here we have an Evereve dress, a Kindred shirt. This is a Lovers and Friends hoodie. Outer Known New Tags. So we're gonna see. We're gonna take them a mix of stuff, some like again higher end items, and then we're also gonna take them some of like our oldest inventory from eBay. And again, just kind of see how they pay out, see what they pay for, see what they're looking for. We're going to take them some Lululemon, some activewear, some Nike, some Athleta, just a full array of things. We're going to kind of not sacrifice this batch, but we're going to take this batch as an experiment and see how it goes. All right, you know what? We are getting in the car and we are heading over to drop some stuff off. We've got 50 women's items and we've got 30 men's items. A little mix, a little variety. Let's see how it goes. We just pulled up here. Not sure what to expect. We're gonna walk in there with our bags and see how it goes. Wish us luck. All right, so they have this rack outside the store. So I wanna show you guys what is on the rack, what brands they have on this rack, and what they're selling it for. First item is a Charter Club sweater, and they have that at 13 bucks. This is a Current Mood sweater at 13 bucks. They put the brand on the tags. Nike, 16 bucks. Rebel Minds, I don't know what that is. Looks like it's from like Ross or something. 15 bucks, no brand exactly. Another like looking like Ross. Is that Urban Outfitters? Urban Outfitters. 10 bucks on the Urban Outfitters. This looks like, yeah, Your Highness. What is this? This is a Anna with a hole in the neck. Okay. 13 bucks on the Anna. Workshop. Divided. H&M. $15 brand new. $13 here. This is one of these like blanket hoodies. 8 bucks. So I don't know what percentage you get from what you bring here, but I know it's basically a percentage of off of what they'll price at. So obviously you want to bring the stuff that they're going to price up. But I just want to show you guys the kind of stuff that they take, I guess. Grayson Threads. Vans hoodie. 13 bucks on that. Vans hoodie. Vintage like Boston something sweatshirt, just a vintage nothing right here. There's really nothing. 12 bucks on that. Nike, Buffalo, David Vuitton. This is a nice Paige sweater. Paige, where they got this at? More sellers walking in. $30 on the Paige. Holy moly. Okay, we got some Paige today that we got. I don't know what this is. Some kind of nails graphic, independent. Bella Canvas, literally Bella Canvas. What does it say? You'll stay safe, I'll stay free. You stay safe, I'll stay free. LOL. $14 on that. Come on, what is going on here? The Columbia Omni Heat Vest, $20 on that. Oh, I think we bought him some Columbia today, so that's cool. St. John's Bay, I cannot believe that they take that. Okay, with a stain on there. $12. Okay. Goodfellow. Codes combined. What is that? 12 bucks. LF3, the brand, I don't know what that is. Zara. Kenzo Studio. How much do they give on the Zara? Or what do they sell on the Zara? 13 bucks on the Zara. Antisocial Social Club. Super Faded. 15 bucks. Okay. Here. This is the kind of stuff that I want to see, like these kind of things. Princess Polly. I pass on maybe hundreds of pieces of Princess Polly a week. $9. I gotta see what they're giving on that. The Champion. I pass on these too sometimes. 12 bucks. MLB hoodie. $18. Okay. Bring them some MLB merch. R&R. $20. What is R&R? R&R surplus. 20 bucks. Okay, maybe that's something. Nike. $14. Classic apparel. What is this thing? It's a funky little thing. 20 bucks. Calvin Klein with a stain dead center on the chest. Okay. 10 bucks. Under Armour Project Rock. This one's actually sick. Yeah, $18. Okay. That's appropriate. Goodfellow. Okay, I will bring you pounds of Goodfellow. Tons and tons of pounds of Goodfellow. Puma. New Balance basketball. Cool. How much on that New Balance? 14 bucks. Alright, so they said it was going to be about 45 minutes, maybe to an hour for our inspection and then offer on the items. So it's been like 30 minutes, 35 minutes. So we're almost there. We went to a Goodwill that was down the street. They didn't have anything. It felt weird being in there. Everything's kind of just looks overpriced now. I don't know. Maybe I've been at the bins too long. Not done with thrift stores, but again, just kind of tough going through those racks and seeing everything so like overpriced when the same stuff is coming out at the bins for way cheaper. We'll see though, we'll see. So we are back here now at the buy sell trade store, and we are going to see if they're done checking our stuff out, counting up our pile of cash. Let's see how it goes. Just finished up there at Uptown Cheapskate. Sorry, it's kind of hard to say. Uptown Cheapskate. Uptown Cheapskate. We just finished up there. They took 20 of our items. We took 80 pieces. They took 20 of them and they gave us $100. $100 offer cash or 130 store credit. That 130 store credit doesn't sound bad at all, especially if you can find some like good stuff to flip there. We looked around a little bit. There was some items, but I don't know if anything that we'd buy to flip. They obviously are kind of priced up on their nicer pieces. We're not 100% sure what they took yet. They kind of just, they didn't really give us a breakdown of what they took. And they kind of just gave us the bags back with our leftovers. So we'll go through it. We'll see what they took. But off top, I know they took like the Free People. I know they took like the Aerie. I know they took our like women's activewear, our Gymshark, our Lululemon. Our Free People. We had some Juicy Couture jeans. So I know they took that stuff, and that's probably the bulk of it. They might have taken a couple of Nike pieces as well, because I know we had a good little stack of that. So I have to look through the pile real quick and see if I can figure out exactly what they did buy, didn't buy. But we talked to them a little bit, got a breakdown of what they are specifically more looking for, and I think we can make something happen. I think we can try again, curate another bag or two with some stuff that I think they'll like, and
just walking in,
maybe we'll bring it back tomorrow. All right, so we are definitely going back to the buy sell trade store tomorrow morning. We'll be there as they open up, hopefully be one of the first people there and get our stuff looked at real quick. We're going to be taking 2 full bags. They say they take 1 bag of clothing and 1 bag of like accessories, so I'm going to be sneaking in some clothing in this second bag with a couple accessories on top, and we'll see if they're okay with that. They should be okay with that. We got some shoes that we have brand new, like Lauren London Puma collab shoes we bought a while back. They're kind of a funny size to sell online, so it should be good for them to sell like in person. We got 2 pairs of these Crocs I bought like a couple of years ago on like a retail arbitrage type move, and they've just kind of been sitting here, so we're gonna get those over there and see if they like them. We're taking a stack of hats. Some hats that again have just kind of been sitting in our hat bin, haven't sold. 805 hat, some brand new Affliction hats. It's like Vans trucker hat. These are brand new. This Natural Ice, Bud Light trucker hats, and a brand new Raiders hat. So we'll see how that goes. And then as far as the clothing, it's all pretty similar. We were there today and we saw like a lot of the stuff that they're selling is like Y2K style. Whether they advertise it or not, or whether they know it or not, that's kind of their big market. Like a lot of the customers were kind of wearing it and shopping for it. Anyways, they said that they're looking for bottoms, they're looking for pants, they're looking for wide leg and cargo. So we got a bunch of our older inventory in that category. We got a bunch of wide leg denim, a bunch of cargo pants, a bunch of yeah, just wide leg denim and pants going their way. Some nice wide leg corduroys, some vintage stuff. Again, just stuff that's in our store now, on sale, hasn't sold, and we're gonna try and see how much of it they'll take tomorrow, and see what they offer us. One brand that I know that they do like is Abercrombie and Fitch. We sold some of that today, so we got this little graphic tee we're taking to them. And then another brand they said they liked is Columbia. They said it does well for them. So we grabbed like 4 or 5 pieces of Columbia from our older inventory, and we're going to try that. They also requested Christmas items, like Christmas sweaters specifically, and we did find 1 or 2 Christmas sweaters and then a couple like Christmas graphic tees. So we'll see if they like those, and we'll see what they say. Day 2 of selling clothing to buy sell trade store Uptown Cheapskate. All of our eBay and whatnot packages dropped off nice and early at the post office. Now we are heading to the buy sell trade store, and hopefully we are going to be first in line to try to sell some of our stuff. Hopefully we can start getting maybe recognized there and build some connections, and we can see what they need, see if we can provide them what they need. All right, we are here. There's one person in line already, so let's go ahead and squeeze in right behind him. Bag all dropped off. They said it would be about 35 minutes, so not bad at all. I was the second person in line, I guess third person in line, because the lady let somebody cut. It's okay. Anyways, we are just hang out outside. I'm gonna bang out some social media stuff real quick, and just wait for them to call me in. We just got a notification that our offer is ready. Let's get in there and let's see what these people are talking about. So day 2 ended up actually having very similar results to day 1. On day 2, we sold 23 pieces to Uptown Cheapskate, and they paid us same thing. The offer was $100 cash or $130 store credit. Obviously, we have to go a couple more times to really get the vibe, but it feels like they might have like a max or something, like a max number of pieces they like to buy from a single person, or a max they like to spend with a single person. I may be wrong. I gotta, again, try a couple more times to really feel it out. But again, 2 days in a row, similar items, similar payout. I don't know. The stuff that they took, the stuff that they didn't take, it was just a mix. Again, another variety. They took all the accessories. They took the Lauren London shoes, the Pumas. They took the 2 pairs of Crocs. They took all the hats except one that was a little bit like faded, a little bit more beat up. But they took all the hats. They took, as far as the denim goes, they took or the pants. They took all my Empires, men's wise. And they took a couple of wide leg women's pants, and they took a couple of the Levi's. They took the Christmas sweater that they wanted, a couple. I think they took 1 or 2 of the Christmas shirts. Again, just a kind of random variety. I feel like, and I've heard people say this before, if you were to take the same bag on a different day, you'd have like different results, which is just kind of how it goes with these kind of places. So again, we were just trying to figure it out. I'd never tried one of these before, so I think it's a really good learning experience. Anybody out there that has a place like this nearby that they can try out, probably a good idea to try it out, especially if you're able to get clothes for cheap enough, or if you're really just trying to get rid of old inventory and you're not really looking to get top dollar, you're just looking to get cashed out for some old inventory that you don't even really expect to sell anymore. Some of the stuff that we took to them, we've had it listed on eBay for like over a year, close to 2 years. So to get $3, $4, $5 a piece back for those pieces was actually kind of nice. We're gonna take that money, go straight over to the bins or to a flea market, and basically start replacing those items with way better pieces. I do want to figure out how to source items for these types of places. I think flea markets, dollar piles, even like 50-cent piles, you could really start to find some nice pieces that these places will eat up. But I think for now, for the most part, we will be using it as a more of a cleanup tool for us. Maybe we can run things a couple of times over on Whatnot, and then if, you know, the last couple of items that don't sell, we can take them over there, hopefully get a couple bucks for them, and just keep, you know, running through that process. If you guys have any questions at all about this whole thing, if I missed any details that you guys would have liked for me to include, again, I do think we'll be trying this again. So let me know what you guys would like to see in the next version of this video, in the next episode of Selling to Buy Sell Trade Store. I appreciate you guys watching to the end of the video. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.